woman named Nancy and her struggles throughout life from the time she was a child all the way up until she was an adult. It's just an amazing story, the things that she went through and the transformation that happened in her life. When she was young, she craved the attention of others. By the time Nancy was 12, she was already smoking. And by the time she was 14, she was already drinking and getting high almost every day. And once she turned 15, she had already been abused. And that's when she went to harder drugs. And in addition to that, she began binging. Was nice and kind at the very beginning, but things changed quickly thereafter because Gary was also abusive. For a while, it was just words. But as we all know, a lot of times words are a lot worse than physical. But anyhow, things continued to get worse and worse. Because of that, Nancy felt she could tell this woman anything. And what Nancy really was searching for, she wanted sympathy. That's what she wanted. But that's not what she got. Instead, this lady, her name was Anne, she would just start quoting scripture. And then she told Nancy that she had brought all these problems on herself because of the way she was living. Well, this shocked Nancy to the core. She thought to herself, how dare she? This really ticked Nancy. She decides, I want to take a quick little walk. So she goes and does that. Then she goes back up to her bathroom. She turns her little curling iron on to start heating up. And then, biggest shock of her life, she just screams. Belts. Reason being, guess who pops out behind the shower curtain in her bathroom? None other than Matt. It about gave Nancy a heart attack. So yelling starts. He starts demanding, where's she been? Who has she been with? The whole thing that he always did. And she yells back, well, pushing and shoving ensue. And before they know it, they're both on the floor, rolling and fighting. They got a little bit more trust here. Here's a little bit more and more. That healing began to take place within her. And this is the part of the story I really love that Nancy said. She says that she didn't have to clean her act up when she came to God. She came to him like she was. Flaws and all. And she let God in. And that's when God slowly started to rearrange house. And he changed her one room at a time.